Hi, I'm Stu Nolte. I'm the art teacher at Portland High School, and we're going to talk a little bit about the drawing class. The drawing class is basically a survey class for anybody who wants to learn to draw. I teach drawing as a set of skills. I don't like to teach art as some kind of mystery that you have to be born with. I try to teach it as a series of lessons that involve hopefully a single skill, but sometimes it's a little more complicated than that. Right now, your students are doing linear perspective, which you probably remember from high school or middle school. And it's with the vanishing points and horizon lines and things like that. And we're doing several versions of that. Not only do I try to teach them the skill itself, but I try to give them practical uses for it and why it works like it does. Specifically, linear perspective works because it's geometry, and geometry always works the way it does because it's very logical, and I give them the supporting evidence of why they should be learning linear perspective. And that's the first part of the class. After that, we're going to learn atmospheric perspective, and that's the bulk of the class is atmospheric perspective, which is shading. It's the simple version of it. Atmospheric perspective is giving form, shape, creating depth with value, light and dark. And that's really, if there is an overall umbrella concept to the drawing class, it's creating the illusion of depth on a piece of paper, because that is exactly what it is. It's the illusion of depth. So you have to make people believe through either linear concepts or contrast that an object exists on this plane. As far as grading goes, I try to stick to a set of rubrics where students can see what they're being graded on. They haven't done that yet, honestly. We're going to get into rubrics next week. But I try to keep the skills and what their expectations very obvious to them, and I tell them up front what I'm looking for. There is a subjective part of any grade. Effort is a big part of it. And I tell them very specifically from time to time that as long as they keep working on something, if they don't get it, fine. But as long as they're working on something, they're going to pass, they're going to get a decent grade. Some people just don't get it, and I know that. I've seen this for a long time, and I understand that some people have trouble with it. But they can't give up, and they can't get mad. And that's just part of the territory here. And it hasn't come up in many years, but just in case. As long as they keep working, they're going to pass the class. I do due dates for assignments, but in a way, they're kind of soft because I will grade their assignment and write comments. If they choose to fix the things I ask them to fix, I will regrade the assignment. And obviously, I have to give them, just for doing it, they get more credit for effort. And if they've improved, well, that's even more credit. So they have opportunities to improve their grade. Now, just so some of you are probably watching that have PVLA students and other have hybrid in-school students in drawing, And they are both synchronized right now. Both of the classes are working on exactly the same things. And I'm hoping to keep it that way. And so it should work out. Both classes are working on linear perspective and finishing it up this week. And so next week we'll move on to more shading, atmospheric perspective kind of things. That's pretty much it. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, snoelte, SNOELTE, @portlandct.us, or you can call the school if you like. But please ask any questions that you might have, and we can talk about it. All right? So thank you for watching, and all the kids are doing really well right now, so I've got to say they're doing a great job. So thank you.